Hello, hello. Can everybody hear me out? Hear me out there pretty good? All right, all right, all right. Well, just the funding CEO, man. Just had to get some things taken care of up here. Sorry for the delay. Um, Definitely want to get you guys understanding that we're going to be doing this hopefully every 2 weeks. I was running this platform right during COVID. We did almost 34, maybe close to 36 episodes, and was really be able to touch a lot of people, definitely through EIDL, assisting with a lot of companies all over the country, really. And we really, was able to impact the community in a lot of different industries. And at that point, we were pretty much noted to be, um, very connected, I would say, in our community, as far as a full service credit, business credit, trade lines, the whole nine. We really, we hit it from all ends, pretty much solve any problems when it comes to dealing with credit and now funding. Talking of funding, we did actually go and make an investment. Made an investment about 8 weeks ago into the Lindios, a fintech brand out in Utah. It was a nice, it was a nice discovery. Still a whole lot more to learn, but that's what this comes with, guys. And you got 75 lenders, and we can get people funding from pretty much any aspect. Okay, but what this topic of today is, I'm bringing a colleague of mine that I would consider him an expert when it comes to commercial transportation lending. He's been around, a veteran, he's definitely, has been in pretty much in the entrepreneur space for a long time. So, he really understands people's mind, psyche. He loves to solve problems such as myself. That's what you got to do. Well, you hear all kinds of stuff, but it's up to you to see which ones you want to deal with and which ones that you can solve. And if you can solve them, that's where your value comes in at. So that's why we want to be able to give out a whole lot of definitely some jewels today for the trucking world, the people out there that want to get in their own truck. People know that they can get the work, but they need the equipment. Well, this is the phone call. This is the call to be on. This is the podcast to be listening to right now, because we're going to be facilitating a couple ideas. I'm going to shoot a couple of questions off to him, and he's going to pretty much just give it to you straight up. This is where you are, guys, and this is what you need. We're going to be putting links throughout the show that if you need to get in contact with us, give us a phone call. We'll go ahead. We'll go and get your application done up on you, get your information, and we'll get you put in. And then, there we go. From what I'm hearing, funding usually can take place within maybe 2 to 5 business days. Okay. We'll go over a lot of different grounds to see how that looks. But right now, guys, we know that if anything stops, it won't be trucks, right? So, and I think truckers are very mindful of that. And we talking about could be either be 18 wheelers, we talk about box trucks, dump trucks, whatever the case may be. The speaker that I have coming on today, he's fully vast into all segments of trucking. So, if we have any questions, please pop it up, or whatever, and we'll make sure that we can definitely be able to disclose that information, be able to solve it or answer that question to the best of our ability. And if anybody is interested, guys, the phones is going to start ringing. And so we really need you to, whatever, if you need to go ahead and get a truck, or you need to get some equipment, or whatever the case may be, you definitely need to be giving us a phone call. And you need to be doing that here soon. And we will be popping that phone number up, and it's going to be a direct line going right into putting your application process in. So here I am. I'm the funded CEO, Meta Marvin, AAK Marvin Wilson. We reside out here and in Concord, Charlotte, North Carolina. We have the capacity of doing business all over the country. And then we definitely brought up 3 counties worth of franchise and territory here. So, we pretty much full-fledged guys. We pretty much get anything done. You know, I started this business about 6 years ago, and it's been a great ride. It's made a lot of different ground and met a lot of amazing people. And so, no further ado, let me get you to my man, TK Pitt. Bring him up. He's been providing, financing and with semi trucks, box trucks, tow trucks, dump trucks, sprinter vans. Works with all different type of credit situations, and owns at least a mile of delivery logistics. Sort of hard to see on there, but delivery logistics company that delivers for Costco, Home Depot, Ashley Furniture, and more major companies, guys. And so, and so with that being said, we definitely going to have him to bring him on. And what's going on, T? How
How
you
you
doing,
doing?
brother? Can
How's
you hear me?
everything?
Yeah.
Y'all can hear you pretty good. Can you hear me?
Okay. Yep. Sure can. Sure can, man. So, we talking to you know how it was so funny. You know how we hooked up and was just started talking, man. When me and this brother talked, we talked for probably about 2 or 3 hours. First time we initially talked, and it was just like it's like somebody I've been knowing my whole life. It was smooth. He could tell it wasn't no, ain't no if and buts about it. Let's get to it. Let's get some people in some trucks. And and he said, Marv, it doesn't matter whatever way it comes, man. We got something. We can get somebody in a truck. I told him, what we do. He told me exactly what he do and how he do it. It's been great. And so we were ready to go out here and help some people and get some people making some money. People that's making 10, 15 grand, we get another truck, they can be making 40 to 50,000 a month. That's what we want to do. We want to get some people getting that cash revenue, getting them in the bank accounts, guys. And when you're making that money, you got to show that money. Okay. So we need to get these bank accounts healthy, get you fundable, but you got to sometimes get them trucks to make it. Okay. So Tiki, tell me, man, what do you think right now? Would be what probably the biggest hurdle that you see when guys are out there that sometimes they see a lot of money out there that can be made, but one thing, they either got to get a truck, they might have some people that's ready to give them some work because of who they are, whatever. But what do you see on your side? What is usually the biggest hurdle when it comes to most of the drivers, man, that want to go out here and make more money?
Uh, what I've noticed, being in this business for a while, is basically finding the right niche. Uh, what you want to do in the trucking business? If you drive a big rig, do you want to focus mostly on dry van, dry stuff, or do you want to focus more on the reefer side of it with uh, produce and meat and things like that? With box trucks, do you want to go over the road, push freight? Do you want to stay local? It's just basically figuring out exactly what they want to do.
Hmm.
That's one of the
Right,
biggest
right.
what I've seen across since I've been in the industry.
Well, tell me, T, how long have you pretty much for your experience? How long have you been in the industry, around the trucking industry, for the most part?
I would say push it up close to 8 years. I've been in the industry on all side of it. I got my CDLs as well. Been over the road doing trucking, uh, bulk trucks. I actually have 5 bulk trucks that we do last mile deliveries with, even with dump trucks as well. So I pretty
Okay.
much tow trucks as well. It's a lot of ways that you can make money, in the trucking business. You just have to figure out what niche, like what area that you want to focus on. Like
Right.
for example, let's say you have a tow truck, right?
Hmm.
A lot of people think tow truck is where you just repo people cars. No, there's multiple ways, you can make money with it. You could do auto transport. You could do pick up, do loads from that requires a flatbed, a small flatbed. There's different ways that you can make money with it, or even with a box truck. A lot of people think that the only way you can make money on a box truck is OTR, you over the road, take a freight. A lot of people sign up for Amazon all the time,
Mm.
right? But there's multiple ways that you can make money with the box truck, and it's depending on whether you want to be home at night or whether you don't want to be home at night. You could do last mile deliveries. There are a bunch of weird 3PLs company out there that always looking for box truck carriers.
Mhm.
Uh, you know, some of them require just one person in the truck. Some of them require, you have a helper. You just have to do your research on it. But there's a lot of 3PL companies out there that uh looking for box trucks, and you be home every night. Or, you might like the OTR, you know,
Mhm.
uh being over the road.
That's interesting. So for the most part, where um, I guess when it comes to the equipment, what would probably be the biggest cost out there when it comes to trucks? I know there's different type of trucks, different things like that, but so how do when people deal with most of, um, you know, they're making good money, whether they're going out there, they need to put certain amount down for a truck. Run me through the process of how it usually looks to when people saying, "Hey, man, I need to go get a truck." Just like show them how easy it is just to, and what we're going to do is we're going to keep the phone numbers up. We're going to throw the phone numbers up and stuff like that. But just show them how fast. Um, Take them through the scenario of them interested in trying to get a truck, and make it clear that you get access to any kind of truck. Because a lot of people on here, they want to, they got different type of people out here doing different type of trucking. But tell them for the most part, the accessibility that you have and the reach that you have and how easy it is just to get in contact with us, and we go in and get the truck they need and get them financed.
Yeah. So basically, when I started Juvio Financial, uh, one of the main things that I wanted to make sure happen is that I can basically almost, I would say 97%
Mhm.
finance anybody.
Right,
Get
right.
any type of truck. That's what I wanted to do. So I spent days, I spent weeks, uh, connecting with the right, type of lenders. Basically, giving them an interview at the same time that they giving me an interview. And once I felt satisfied that I could basically finance any type of truck and any type of credit situation, then I was like, okay, let's bring this to the public. So let's give you a scenario. Let's say that you want a truck, right? Uh, everybody know that during COVID, the trucks have went up. Uh,
Mhm.
they went up dramatically. All right. So if you want a truck, first thing you need to do is basically you want to seek finance, of course, and you need to take a look at how much you got to put down, right?
Mhm.
These days, the banks, a lot of banks used to do 100% financing, but now, due to COVID, that they're not doing 100% financing. A lot of them used to look, never used to look at credit, but sometimes now they look at credit, right? And some of them never want to mess with, any FICO scores that is below 630, or even a startup, because as a startup, you don't have no revenue coming in, right? There's nothing to
Mhm.
show that you're gonna make revenue.
Mhm.
So it's tough for to get a startup going. So we kind of solved that problem. I work with a lot of lenders that basically work with startups. They understand. Hey, I'm trying to get trying to start my business. I need a truck. Can
Mhm.
you help me?
Mhm.
Right. I have a lender, like for example, I have a lender that will approve everybody, regardless of credit. It don't matter. Now it's all dependent on the down payment. It comes down to the down payment.
Mhm.
The lowest I've seen down payments is as low as 10%. The highs I've seen is high as 50%. But the average is anywhere between 20 to 30% down. Uh, we just have to find the right truck, right?
Mhm.
So let's say, for example, uh, we tell you, okay, go find a truck. Let's say you're looking for a box truck, right?
Right.
And you basically submit to us. a box truck that costs 50,000, right?
Mm-hmm.
I submit that to the lender. There's a pretty good chance the lender is going to come back. Okay, we want, you know, anywhere between 20 to 35% down. Like, do you have that money? Right? A
Mm-hmm.
lot of people don't have that much money because they're still trying to, you know, get on their feet and get their business rolling because they have to pay for their DOT stuff, all type of insurance. They got to put money aside just for that. So the good thing is that you are approved, no problem. Let's find you a truck that you like that actually is low, that's cheaper than 50,000,
Mm-hmm. Right.
right? So we find you a truck that is cheaper than 50,000. There you go, you in a truck,
Mm-hmm.
or
Right.
you know
Oh,
you
okay.
have
Ah.
you have the down payment. Okay, put down payment, you in a truck. And I also over here at Juvio Financial, we like to try to negotiate. We always negotiate with our lenders as well.
Mm-hmm.
Because me personally, I still consider myself a trucker. I'm a business owner as well. So, and also I'm cheap. So I'm gonna I'm cheap. It's in me to basically, negotiate. So let's say a lender come back with, oh, put 30% down. I'm gonna talk to them before I even talk to you. I said, okay, what would you do about with 20% down? Or I try to bring different type of scenarios to the lender. 20% down, or what about this? Give you 20% now and the remainder of 15%, you know, monthly.
Right. Finance.
Yeah, I try to, negotiate with the lender before I contact my client.
Okay. Good. Good. I like that. I like that. Well, listen, man, we want to make sure that everybody knows, listen, to get this hot and heavy, we got some hot deals coming through, guys, to go ahead and get the real sauce and get it in now. We're going to put up a phone number. We're going to be saying, hey, you need to either be texting Armani or be texting Kennedy at these phone numbers. Period. Because tomorrow the phones are going to be ringing. I already know I got some truck drivers here on the East Coast that's ready to rock and roll. Guys, we can get you the money. You need 10%. We got you all different type of funding that we can get you over here. 15 grand. That's not a problem. Just pick up the call, text trucking to this number. That's all you got to do. And then between me and TK, we're gonna put you in a truck. Okay? It doesn't. It's no if and buts about it. The brother just told you credit doesn't matter. Okay? And, I guess I need to say that again. You don't hear that usually with me coming out of my mouth, right? But on this one, credit doesn't matter. Okay. So
Yeah.
pick up the phone, man, or give us a text. Let us know who you are. Let us know that you consider, put trucking in there, and we're gonna go ahead and get that application process in, and y'all see how easy it is, man. Go out here and start making amazing money. I mean, it's a lot of things going on right now. There's a lot of shortages. Trucks gonna be on the road. Highways getting built. Construction is going on. We got door to door stuff. We got sprintings. I mean, it's all types of money out here, guys. I got one guy that's in 3 different type of trucking sectors right now, and he's killing it all. He's hauling cars. He also got a tow truck. And he also got an 18-wheeler. You know, it's a family oriented business, guys, and they're all making $10,000, $15,000 a week. All of them. They killing it right now. So guys, it's a lot of money that's going to be going on. I'm going to be spearheading this commercial transportation here, and trucks, box trucks, dump trucks, tow trucks, like TK said. And we're going to be hitting it real hard here in the next 3 weeks. So you guys go ahead and in. I can show you a thing or two about the credit if that's the case. And on this one is not the case. But if we need to get you in whatever situation may be, we can get you the funding. Okay. And so getting in the truck, he's telling you he's going to negotiate on your side, and that's he's going to do that before he even calls you back. Okay, it's just as easy, guys. You see, we're easy to talk to. We're normal guys. We just know what we know. Okay, it's not that hard, guys. You know what I'm saying? Money's sitting right here waiting on you. There's money sitting on you waiting just like this. That's how I look at it. That's how I look at everything, guys. So like I tell you guys, you got to move your feet, man. Don't sit back here and then be fear minded and then be speculating about why you can't do what you need to do and can't take the trips and live the kind of life you want to live. and we sitting up here on these podcasts, and we sitting up here tell you, two black men sitting up here telling you that we making good money over here, and we trying to spread the love because we're not being competitive, we're being creative. Okay, you hear me? You see what I'm saying? Taco Bell and Kentucky Fried Chicken don't have no problem you coming through one drive-through at all. Okay, so let's start. Let's get with it, guys. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you do out there, let's take it to the next level. Let's, these guys out here, man. I see, some of these guys out here, man, with 7, 8 trucks sometimes. So it's so many deals out here, and there's so much work. But I love it, man. My guys that's been incarcerated and all this stuff, they can go out there and get in the truck and go out here and make an amazing lifestyle for themselves, guys. So this is the time. He's telling you the credit don't matter. All you got to do is just text this number, and we put your application in, and it's a done deal. That's it. Okay, that's why I wanted to put this out here today. We've discovered and looked over all the if and buts about it. And I kept asking TK. I said, "Man, you sure?" He said, "Marvin, listen, just tell them to fill out the application, man. That's all you got to do. Just do that. That's all I'm asking." Okay. I said, "Okay, I got you." All right. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go ahead and push everything, and we're gonna get everything processed. Amani, Kennedy, they both waiting diligently in the office. Can put you in very, very fast. May ask you a few questions. A pretty much simple process from what I see, and it's a plug and play. That's it. And next thing you know, next week you'll be riding you got a truck. That's it. So for the most part, TK, once someone has been called back and been approved, what does that look like after that?
Well, we talk about the down payment. We basically show them how much you got to put down uh for the truck. Then we ask, okay, do you have the down payment? Some of them do. Some of them said, okay, I can only put this much down. All right, no problem.
Mhm.
Let's go
Mhm.
find you a truck.
Yeah.
We know that like it's hard. It could be hard to find a truck these days, right? We have access to a bunch of dealers that we can find trucks that could fit their budget. Our
Mhm.
main goal is to get you on the road.
Right. That's
That's
it.
the that's the main goal, is to get you on the road. That is it. You
That's
know,
real talk. Yeah,
yeah,
man. Hey, listen, ever since I talked to you, TK, man, I was on the highway today, man. It seemed like it was like, you always see 18 wheelers where I'm like this the whole day. I'm like, oh man. Oh man. Because it's amazing. It's millions and millions and millions of trucks on the road, guys.
yeah,
You
it's
see what I'm
millions. And
saying?
what, what,
It's a $1 trillion business out there.
yeah, look,
Nothing,
if I had known
nothing
about
moves in this country
yep,
without getting into a truck some kind of way, some
if I
type
had
of
known about this,
shape, form, or fashion. It has to get in some kind of truck. You see what I'm
yeah,
saying?
if I
So
had known about this business,
guys out there that's experienced, people that's understanding and knowing what they can do if they get another piece of equipment, then there you go, guys. We're giving you the sauce right now. You know. So I was talking to my partner of mine, Tori, and we were just talking about just how amazing that truck drivers have it, man. I mean, they're in their own box. They communicate with one another. They very good communicators. You understand? But for us, I think it's just they needing to have somebody that they can call. And if some good news come to them, hey, look, let me call these guys because I got to get my credit straight, or I got to get this business credit, or I need to go in and get this truck, and I can once I get the truck, I can come back and do all this other stuff later. It doesn't matter about what step you in with this. We just need you to pick up the phone and do it. Okay. Some of these trucks, TK, some of the trucks, I mean, like for some of the trucks, you ain't even got to have a CDLs. Which ones you ain't got to have CDLs with, TK?
you don't have a CDL
Huh?
for most box trucks. You don't have to have a CDL. Now they do have box trucks that require CDLs, but
Yeah.
majority of the box trucks you don't have to have CDLs. Tow trucks you don't have to have CDL, depending on the size of the tow truck. If it's like a regular old flatbed, you don't need a CDL for the tow truck. But if you driving one of those commercial ones, the ones that tow the those big rigs and box trucks when they break down, you
Yeah.
need a CDL for that. But a lot of people, again, those 26-foot box trucks, majority of them, you don't need a CDL at all.
Man. So I guess TK, we could talk about a little bit of money. What? Just give us an example of a successful box truck driver that doesn't have to have. I guess you said the one that don't have to have a CDL license. What have you seen? I'm just saying for an example. What have you seen somebody like in a situation like that make on a monthly basis? They know what
All
they're
right.
doing.
All right. So I've been uh after I stopped trucking over the road, right? I got into the box truck game. And I started, I said, okay, I'm going to go over the road doing freight uh with box trucks. Then I ran into something local where you do last mile delivery, right?
Yeah,
So let's say, for example, because there's plenty of ways you can make money with this box truck.
yeah,
There's plenty of ways,
right.
you know. So if you're going over the road, right, the
Yeah.
minimum, the minimum you should be grossing, gross, all right, the minimum you should be grossing a week is $5,000 a week.
What?
That's the minimum
Wow.
you should be grossing. You get with the
Mm.
right dispatcher. Don't, and one thing like people have a problem with, they try to dispatch themselves. They want to try to keep them all the money to themselves, not knowing the business. You know,
Mhm.
the best way to do it is to hire a dispatcher, get your feet wet into the business until you understand the business and where you can actually dispatch yourself if you want to.
Mhm. Mhm.
Right? A lot of people make that mistake. But the minimum over the road, is 5,000 gross. All right. There's a difference between gross and net. All right. Net is basically minus, once you minus your expenses, that is what you take home.
Yeah. And
All right.
you said 5,000 gross, right?
Yeah, 5,000 gross a week minimum you should be doing.
So
Uh
give or take, let's say maybe what 15 that's coming out of that? 15, 13? What you think?
I put it like this. I put it like this because majority of, if you get in a box truck business, your majority of people expenses is almost identical.
Yeah.
The only thing difference is the one like how much you when you spending the night at the hotel. If you either gonna pay $50 for a hotel or you
Mhm.
want to be a diva and pay $150.
Mhm. Mhm.
It's all dependent. But you should gross a minimum of 20 grand a month.
20 grand. Mm.
Your take home
Wow.
should be anywhere between $8,000 to $12,000 a month.
That's what's up. I tell you what, man. So listen here. Um, when it comes down to, I want to get back to the credit aspect again. So if someone has, I don't know, man, 590 credit score. What else is the sort of the decision making process with the lenders? I know you got tons of them, but man, I ain't no need of me applying, man. My credit score 580. My credit score tore up. What are the some just the pet P qualifications to just to pretty much know that you can get them done? What are they usually looking for, T?
Well, one of the main things that can break, the deal is how many experience do you have in the business, right? Especially for a
Mm-hmm.
startup, right? If you've been, let's say you was working AT&T and you decided to get into the box truck industry, uh, and your credit score is a 580. Don't get me
Yeah,
wrong, I could get you done. That ain't a problem. The problem is your down payment might be higher than somebody that already have experience into
gotcha.
the box truck industry.
So basically, what you're saying is it's based your credit score and your time in business is probably what's going to make your down payment accelerate, make it a little bit higher.
Yeah,
Okay, okay,
also the cost of the truck.
okay.
So like if you starting out, uh, if you're a brand new company and you want to get a box truck and it costs $60,000,
Hmm.
mm, your down payment might be a little bit high, but uh, again it come around to shopping. You can have a 20, let's say it's a 2015 box truck, same model. One person in Florida selling it for $60,000. Another person in Atlanta selling it for $42,000.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's all about shopping. My main thing is to get you approved first. So I
Mm-hmm.
always tell people to send me at least 3 to 5 because there's a
Mm-hmm.
pretty good chance that the down payment on your first truck might be a little bit too high.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So that's what I'm talking about, guys. He's got a similar process as what we got. He goes out there and he shop you around. He gets you to a point of being able to get 3 or 4 lenders to look at it. And once you get approved, guys, and that's when he go ahead and he starts playing ball. You know what I'm saying? So he do all the negotiating on your side. That's just like with us over here, guys. We get you in, and I like to want to say this now. Do I remember? Now this is probably going to be this is the cherry on top. Now, is this TK? Is this a soft pull or this a hard pull?
Soft pull. I don't.
Uh-oh! Wait! Say that one more time.
Soft pull.
Soft pull. Come on,
Yeah,
guys, man. If
yeah.
y'all ain't texting this number, man, and this
It's a
dude
soft
telling
pull.
me,
Like
telling you he can get you
I
any
don't.
kind of truck you want with any kind of credit score. Please don't call me. I don't want nobody calling me talking about they want to get in the truck in 2 months from now because I'm not even gonna pick up the phone, man. I'm not. I don't want to. I don't want to hear that because there's no excuses right now at all. You know what I'm saying? So if you want the truck, you want your son to get a truck, you want to put something in your family, somebody else to get you a truck. Don't worry about the driver. You can always get a driver. Get the truck. You see what I'm saying? If you got the work, come on, guys, because it's too much out here. It's so much. TK's made it so simple. He's pretty much, he's a commercial transportation expert, man. You know what I'm saying? And that's pretty much what it is. Just like when I tell people, when you go look for a car, if anybody's ever followed me, Funding CEO tell you, go get the check first. Don't go to the car lot first. You see what I'm saying? Because when you go to the credit union, you go to the bank, they're gonna approve you for the car. Then they give you the check for the car. Then you go to the car lot. You see what I'm saying? So, but what he's doing in reverse is he's gonna get your credit and he's gonna shop you around, and they ain't even gonna know anybody's even looking at your credit. He's not even gonna touch your credit. Okay? That's just his experience knowing how to get you the best deal and get you a truck with whatever credit score you have and get you on the road. It's just that easy. You see what I'm saying? So again, I'm rolling that number back and forth across this screen, man. I'm telling you guys, this is real talk, because I said myself, I got a goal. When I make a goal, I don't care if I got to go put 5-10 grand on the radio tomorrow. You understand? I'm gonna get 100 people in the truck by February. I don't even want to say December. I'm gonna say February because I want you're gonna have to give me New Year's. Give me the February, that might not be a lot to y'all, but for me, I know I can put some people on the road. I'm gonna be helping feeding some people's families. See, I got a purpose with what I do, guys. It's not about the money. It's about the intention. You know what I'm saying? That's why I've been in the game this long and got to where I've got because I don't come off trying to I make money. You see what I'm saying? But the thing about it's my intention. You see what I'm saying? When I go talk and do my motivational speaking and I talk to these guys in these halfway houses, man, sometimes they don't have a damn clue what they're going to do. You know what they about to do when they get out, right? But when I run this across their mind and say, look, man, you can make 10, 15 G's a week, man, if you get yourself set up. Oh, man, you know what, man? You know what I'm saying? I still got a little bit of bread at the crib, man. Because, he was about to go flip that. You tell him he can go get him a truck. You know what I'm saying? And they ain't gonna deny him with an F on his criminal. I mean, come on, man. So I talk to people that want to go out and make good money and take care of their families. That's women too. Women is, I'm gonna tell you real straight up, women's out here kicking ass right now. You know what I'm saying? They got their stuff in order, you understand? And they driving these trucks too. Big shout out to Linda. You know what I'm saying? Linda Woods doing her thing. She with my cousin Barry. They a couple, man, killing it right now. Traveling the world, seeing beautiful places, taking pictures. You understand? About to buy an amazing home. You see? That's the way that's the way you can do it, guys. Y'all sitting around here working those 9 to 5s. You could be out here killing it, making your own money. And coming home when you want to come home, do what you need to do. And, like TK said, me and him, he said he's made money in other areas. But for some reason right now, he is in trucking. TK, can you tell Can you tell these guys what other industries you've been in, man? This guy, he he's a pretty intelligent guy. Run your scenario down, T. Tell him who you worked for before you got into trucking.
Yeah, so once I got out the Marine Corps, I decided to basically stay. I'm in California right now, so I had to stay in California. So basically, I went into Best Buy, right? I went into
Yeah.
Best Buy and I saw a thing called a computer at the time. This is back in 2000, early 2000. I'm from a small town in South Carolina. From a
Mm-hmm.
small town, I never seen a computer in my life. All right, we had typewriters back in the day, but the guys told me it was a computer. I said, "What does it do?" And he explained a little bit. So I basically bought it, took it home, plugged it up, looked at it for a little bit, and I said, "Okay, I need to find me a job that deals with the internet." This is when
Yeah.
AOL was a part. So I called the tip agency. They found me a company that deals with internet, but it wasn't what I thought it was going to be. But it actually worked out for me. So I started generating leads, mortgage leads, uh, with this company for a year, and I branched out on my own. I was generating leads for AmeriQuest, Town and Country, Wells Fargo, a bunch of big companies. It's basically mortgage leads, and they will buy these leads and basically call, to refinance and stuff like that. When I was basically making about 30 grand a month at the age of 22,
Mm-hmm.
selling leads. Then the economy crashed. The mortgage basically went down. So people like me, we like, okay, we can't do no more mortgage leads. What are we going to do? We try to go into the student loan, generate leads, student loans. We used to generate about 10,000 student loans a month. I mean, a day, student loan
Mm.
leads a day. Uh, then the government came in and said, okay, we're going to cut the private student loan companies out and we're going to make it federal. It's okay. We out of that. What's
Mm-hmm.
next? So basically, I went to a party and I ran into a guy that used to work for Oracle.
Mm-hmm.
And we kind of ran into the same circle. So we kind of knew each other. And let me back up a little bit first before I even talk about that. Uh, while I was in the lead industry, I actually met with Google before they went public. Uh
Google.
yeah. This yeah, AOL and Yahoo was the the kings back then. And one of my colleagues, he said, okay, Google want to meet. They want to talk about lead generation. And I'm like, who's Google? Right? And he said, like, they're a search engine like, AOL, blah, blah, blah. At that time, I'm making 30 grand a month. I don't
Yeah.
care about Google. Right? So I said, okay, I'll go. So at the time, they had like a small 900 square feet office, all hippie out. And we kind of explained to them, how lead generation worked. And after that, when I walked out that door, I never thought about Google again for
Wow.
a couple of years. Never did because I was making too much. I'm making money, a lot of
Yeah. Yeah.
money.
Right. 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 Yeah. You was.
20 years old, making money. They didn't know what Google was until 2000 and I would say 2006,
Yeah.
2005. Yeah, 2005. That's when I ran into a guy that used to work with Oracle, and he said he started this SEO company. Well, we call it internet marketing company at the time. Now it's called digital marketing, but start off with internet marketing, and it's gonna be doing SEO and PPC. I don't know nothing about SEO. I don't know nothing about PPC. All I know is lead generation. So he was like, "Help me start this company, and let's make some money." So I said, "Okay, cool, let's run it." I was the SEO. I start reading up on SEO a little bit, PPC a little bit. It wasn't too much articles on it, so it was more of a hands-on, all for you to learn. We have to, basically be hands-on, like, basically be just straight hands-on, no college, none of that stuff.
Right.
Uh, and he was the sales guy, right? So he happened to pick up an agency that worked with had clients such as 24 Hour Fitness, McDonald's,
Mm-hmm.
mail.com, things like that. So we was assigned a campaign for McDonald's. and basically the campaign was to get people to go to a website and download a coupon for $2 off, and it was a particular burger. All right, and this burger was called the Angus Burger. Nobody heard of it, nothing. So we was in charge of introducing the Angus Burger to the world. But we tested it in Southern California. We built a website called Third Pounder Angus. I set up a PPC campaign in Google at the time. I mean, Google was so cheap. I mean, we got clicks for 1 cent a click.
Hey man, hey, T, you're gonna have a lot of clients, man, going to hit you up, man, because hey, when they say you talking about you can get people, hey, bro.
Yeah,
hey, you talk about leads. Hey, me and you might have a whole different conversation. You hear that? You know, hey.
Yeah, like my background is, basically is my background is digital marketing, right? So when I turned a certain age, this what I was doing. I did the McDonald's thing. I did a 24-hour fitness Jitterbug. I don't know if you heard Jitterbug. Done. I work with them, made a lot of campaigns, but when I turned a certain age, I had a little, we call it an epiphany. I got tired of sitting behind a desk. I'm a country boy. I want to use my hands.
Right.
I want to get out and use my hands. And I said, okay, I needed to find something that make me feel like I'm an entrepreneur, like I am, with no micromanagement, and I feel like I own my business, right? And all of a sudden, I promise you, man, God put this in front of me. I opened up my computer, go on Google, and I saw a CDL advertisement.
Wow.
I saw a CDL advertisement, and I thought about it. I said, okay, yeah, my cousins, they got CDLs. I mean, let me do a little research on it. Researched it. This is exactly what I'm looking for.
Yeah.
Like, there's no micromanagement. I could be me. Just do the job.
Yeah.
Get paid.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I went and got my CDLs. And that's how I got into the trucking. That's how I started learning the trucking.
That's interesting, man. Well, I mean, guys, this is the thing, man. I'm all about education, guys. And, I think that's what my credit company was so successful, because I strive into educating people. When people come to us, man, we set up to a point now that we sort of like to get into, because sometimes people get credit and they don't know what to do, and they want to clean their credit. But I said, what's your end result? Why do you want to get your credit clean? Well, yeah. But no, seriously, why do you really? So most people come to me now for the credit because they're trying to get some funding. At the end of the day, mortgages, loans, lines of credit, term, whatever the case may be, funding is funding. You don't want to use your money. You want to build your credit to go out here and make some moves. Okay. So what I'm saying is, T and we're definitely open to set up some things that we can sit down and educate you. You need a roadmap. We can set up some consultations. If it's some that need to be talked about on the money, you need to get the money, you can consult with me. If you need to go and get in contact with him, we can set that up, and we can make sure that we don't want you just throwing something at the wall, guys. But at the end of the day, 1 + 1 = 2. You see what I'm saying? So don't think that everything is going to be all by design. You got to have everything in order. Anybody that's successful knew that they got in something, they still had to figure it out when they thought that they didn't have to figure out anything. 9 times out of 10, you're going to have to figure out a lot, but at the end of the day, that's all about seeing the end result in something. You get some smart people around you, people that's going to get you started off right, going to tell you straight up. That's all you need, guys. After that, the rest where the rubber hits the road, literally, especially with this. Hit trucking, guys. Just text trucking 704-954-9584. Right? We're gonna get you in a truck, box truck, dump truck, whatever, 18-wheeler. Let's go out here, guys, and let's make some money. And we're coming down to a point now, guys. We're really built up in this area that we really want to go ahead, maybe expand. We have a lot of amazing ideas that's coming down there, guys. I'm gonna be shooting off to Utah for some franchise training next month. I'm doing I did the Top Golf golf, just a sponsorship. I just got back from Fayetteville. I talked to some Latinos out in Fayetteville, well by Fort Bragg, and some military people down there. This weekend, I'm doing Praise in the Park with Praise 100.9 with the churches and all the people that's in the church, circle here in the Carolinas. This is the Bible Belt. You got to talk to them. You know what I'm saying? So like, we paid for a sponsorship table this weekend. Salute to Tanya Rivens, John P. Key, Kim Burrell, all those gonna be out there. Y'all come out and have a good time. They're gonna have food, drinks, and a lot of stuff like that. It's gonna be up in the Lake Norman area. I forgot what the park is, but if y'all text and call tomorrow, we'll definitely let you know. Or go to Tanya Rivens. Go to Tanya Rivens on Facebook and you'll see it. Or you can go to my personal page. You'll see you'll see the flyer. Okay, so this Saturday from 2 o'clock to 10 o'clock. They're gonna have a lot of gospel singing, a lot of church groups, a lot of good fun. Just good fun. Good people that love God. They're gonna have some good food. Church is good food. So come out there if y'all not doing nothing, hang out for a little bit. We're gonna have a table out there. We're gonna be able to talk to the community about what we're gonna do for these small businesses. I really enjoyed it, guys. We'll be hitting this thing off, and then again, not next Thursday, but the Thursday after next. We do have a press release coming up again also on the 29th of this month, which is going to be very exciting for the city of Charlotte. Lindio's been really working very well with me side by side, making sure that I'm talking to the right people, plugging in and getting to the right people, making this a very easy ride for him. Very excited going into this last quarter. Just the Funding CEO, guys. All I know is how to work. I want to make it look easy. And I want to let y'all know that y'all can definitely get your hands on some of this money. Make sure, guys, that whatever you in, make sure y'all sold that money. Put that money in the business account. Put the money in the business account. Make sure that your money is going into a account, not personal account, business account. Okay. And then if you don't have one, get one. Get a bookkeeper. Get a CPA. Get somebody that can handle your documentations, just like PPP, EIDL, anything that you got to know that you don't get any money unless you have documentation. Okay, just remember that. You can ask me, my man. I think Tori's on the line. He'll tell you, man. Look, if you ain't got your documentation, you ain't gonna get no. You ain't gonna get no real money. Documentation, guys. Documentation. We got primary trade lines. We got rental programs. Your renters, you're renting the house, we can get that on your credit. We got all kinds of stuff that we can put on your credit to build your credit, guys. Okay? So, there's no more excuses. Let's go out here and build some healthy businesses. This is the Funding CEO. If you need to get 20, 30, 40 grand, 60 grand, 100 grand, 200,000 quarter, whatever, we can even exceed it and talk to some things and go up in the millions. So, it just depends on where you're at. But I can't get you anything if you can't show me anything. These banks are not set up to lose. Okay. It's not built that way, guys. They're not built to sit and just give away money. You got to have credibility. You got to have revenue, or you're going to have collateral. Okay. Those three. If you ain't got none of those, then we're going to have to start from somewhere. But other than that, you're going to have to bring something to the table. Okay. Just the Funding CEO. All right. The people's underwriter. All right. And we want to get you guys set up and get set up properly. Y'all see that number? Text it again and get with us. Amani, Kennedy, they'll be in the office, guys. Hit us up. We're ready to go ahead and get your application. T, I appreciate you coming through, man. I had to close this thing out, but we're going to get this thing rolling. We'll definitely have you back here soon. I know it feels way better in California than it probably feels here. It's warm, but California right now has probably got that. California's California,
Yeah, man. Right
yeah.
now,
Hey, T, and definitely, especially in San Diego. San Diego's beautiful, man.
Yeah.
I was out there in the Navy for a couple of weeks. I did not want to leave. But anyway, brother, I understand you're 3 hours behind, man. Have a blessed day. Hey guys, y'all already know. You know what I say? What money is? Money is my own natural energy yield. It's not the green stuff. It's how you feel about yourself. It's what you say about yourself. It's the way you carry your mail. Your mail is your business. Peace. Funded CEO.